Let's take a look at how the Asian markets have started off today, and in line with how the global markets remain on the edge, the Asian markets are no different. The Hang Seng currently down around 0.6%. The Taiwanese index is the only outlier in what otherwise is a red-looking screen across the Asia Pacific, trading with gains of around 0.4%. But the losses are also coming from Japan. The Nikkei is down around 0.4%. The Shanghai Composite, though, is down 0.7% currently, and the Kospi in South Korea is down by 0.25%. But the Shanghai Composite's underperformance also comes on the line of the consumer inflation data that has come in China, which has hit the highest level in nearly 2 years. The CPI has raised up around 0.7% compared to last year, which is the highest level since February of 2024. The CPI inflation was up 0.2% in October, but was in line with what the economists had expected of around 0.7%, and that shows the underperformance coming in on the Shanghai Composite and the Hang Seng. The GIFT Nifty, well, after the choppy session that we saw yesterday, the indications from the implied open are also that today may be no different. May still brace for some more volatility ahead of the Fed decision tonight, and the implied open currently suggesting a 60-point downtick for our own markets. But to set you up for today's trade, our research team is right here to tell you everything that you need to know for today's session. Vivek is here to tell us all the market cues. First up, Vivek, good morning.
Well, that's right. So, when you're looking at, what exactly to keep an eye out for as far as market is there today, like you mentioned, the FOMC meet outcome is something that the street will look forward to very closely. A 25 basis point cut is what the street is anticipating. And ahead of that, US markets ended largely mixed, trading near the flat line mostly. Now, when you're talking about oil prices, day first we saw a 2% cut yesterday. Again, it was another fall, and the Brent now trades near close to the $62 a barrel mark. Now, talking about Indian markets, like you mentioned, the topsy-turvy day yesterday. India, which continues to surge. Market ended sharply off flows yesterday, and that was the key point. And given the fact that the broad end of the market did see significant buying, that ensured that the advance decline ratio was in favor of the advances, at least towards the close of the session. Two stocks, that had tanked significantly going into yesterday's session. Both of them saw significant recovery. The first one, of course, was Keynes, and the second one was Indigo. Both of these stocks managed to recover, and that aided a bit of sentiment, especially across the broader end of the markets. Well, when you're talking about the primary market action, it is extremely strong. 3 companies list today: Meesho, Vidyawires, as well as Equus. All 3 of these companies will list. It will be important to see whether the market manages to give a premium to these listings. Remember, 3 IPOs are ongoing. On day 2, Wakefield managed to see subscription of close to 39%. Corona Remedies, strong subscription over there, almost 9.3 times. And on the other hand, 3 IPOs also opening for subscription today. So Park MediWorld as well as Nephrocare Services will be in focus. It will be interesting to see the kind of response the market gives to these IPOs. Remember, large equity sale as well in terms of Swiggy. Asian markets, GIFT Nifty, like you mentioned, all pointing to a soft start for our markets today.
Well, the primary markets are anything but quiet as of now. Vivek, thank you for that update. Ria now is here to tell us the stocks that should be on your radar. Ria, good morning.
Well, good morning, Homers. Let's start off with Swiggy, which has opened its QIP and approved the floor price at rupees 390.5 per share. Sources have told us that the QIP size is rupees 10,000 crores with an indicative issue price of rupees 371 per share, which is a 6.8% discount to the current market price, and the total equity dilution is seen at 10.8%. Moving on to Graphite India, which will be in focus after signing an exclusive partnership with Kivoro to commercialize and distribute graphene-based heat transfer additives in India. Tata Power will be in focus after commissioning their 400 kilovolt Koteshwar Rishikesh transmission line. Keep an eye on Godrej Agrovet as well. An arm of the company called Creamline Dairy Products has signed an MOU with the Telangana government to invest rupees 150 crores for a dairy processing unit across 40 acres. GPT Infra will be in focus after emerging as the L1 bidder for an order worth roughly 199 crores from Northeastern Railway to construct bridge substructures. IRB Infra has come out with a business update. Their November gross toll collection has gone up by roughly 19.5% on a year-on-year basis. Zydus Life will also be in focus after partnering with Formicon for licensing and supply of a biosimilar to Keytruda in the US and Canada, and this will mark the entry of the company into the North American biosimilar market, debuting with an immunotherapy product. Keep an eye on Nalco as well. They have awarded an MDO contract for Potangi Mines to Dilip Buildcon for a period of 25 years. with base mining charges at rupees 423 per ton. HUDCO will be holding a board meeting on the 12th of December to approve a fundraise worth roughly 2,500 crores via NCDs. And lastly, Anupam Rasayan will also be in focus today. They have signed a definitive agreement to acquire US-based Jayhawk Fine Chemicals Corporation for $150 million.
Riya, thank you for that update there. Sudarshan now joins in with cues from the FNO space. Sudarshan, good morning. A very, very volatile session, but what is the FNO data indicating today?
Good morning, Harma. So weekly expiry is done, and from the FNO side of the market, there is no indication which can make you feel or which can help you turn bullish as far as this market is concerned. We don't think that Nifty is going back to the levels above 26,000 anytime soon. So the range for Nifty now has become from 25,500 to 26,000. Now look at the flows. In the index futures, yesterday also we have seen FIs selling more than rupees 700 crore. But in the stock futures, they did some buying, and the buy figure was around 1,365 crore. Now, longs exposure has reduced to 11%. On the short side, exposure has increased to 89%. They have reduced long positions by 2,400 contracts. They have added short positions by almost 1,530 contracts. On the option side, on the call side, we have seen 26,000 call has seen an increase of 37 lakh shares in the open interest. 25,900 call has seen increase of 33 lakh shares in the open interest. But for both these call options, we have seen a sharp fall in the premium. While on the put side, two options that were the most active ones, 25,400, which has seen an increase of almost 35 lakh shares in the open interest, with premium rising to 16. And for 25,800, premium has increased to 97. So support for Nifty, first support 25,730. If we fail to hold that level, then we can slip to as low as 25,500 or 25,600. Resistance remains around 26,030. That is 20-day moving average. Nifty Bank support would be 59,000. Resistance would be 59,500. Two stocks are in the band, and those are Saman Capital and Bandhan Bank. Keynes Technologies, after moving almost 16% higher yesterday, it has come out of the band. Two stocks that have seen fresh longs. Vodafone Idea yesterday has recovered entire losses that it had seen on Monday, and second one is PV Fintech, or we say Policy Bazaar. Among the fresh short side, Asian Paints and Hero MotoCorp.
Vodafone Idea continuing to tease that FPO price of 11 rupees. Sudarshan, thank you for that update.